Hi there, welcome to this program. In this program, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you the anatomy of a $2,000 to $3,500 per month passive income online. Now, this is the real deal. This is the in the trenches type of information, the step-by-steps. You know, this is not BS, it's not lies, it's not theory. This works. These are the strategies, the insights, the secrets, the information, the methods, the formulas that I've learned over the last 7 years that's allowed me to generate millions of dollars online. So this is real stuff. This is no fluff, and I tend to tell it like it is. Now I'm going to give you the steps, step by step, but I'm also going to mix in some secrets and some insights that were paramount for me to change my financial life forever. These are tips and secrets and insights that I value deeply that have allowed me to change my life and become better and earn more money and to get these strategies and these methods nailed down right so they work time and time again. So you're going to enjoy this course because it's the nuts and bolts of what to do. So let's just dive right in. But I want to start off this program by giving you a warning, okay? Here's a little warning for you. There are not 1,000 different things that you must do to earn up to $4,000 or even $8,000 per month online, or even $2,000. There's not 1,000 different things that you have to do. A lot of people think when they first get started, when they first start making money in this business, that there's 1,000 different things that they need to learn, that they need to master, and that they need to spend their time, pay the price in order to be worthy of making money online. So there's not 1,000 different things that you have to do. Just like if you wanted to lose weight, let's say you wanted to get in shape and lose weight. Well, there's not 1,000 different things that you need to do to lose weight, right? You don't need to, have 1,000 different things. There's only like a handful of things that you need to do in order to lose weight, right? Eat less, exercise, get good rest, things like that. So there's not 1,000 different things to do. There are only a few things that you must do to make this kind of money. But here's the kicker. You have to do these things well. Each step needs to be done very well. You need to get an A+++ on each step here, not a D-, not an F, okay? Not a C++, not even a B-. You need to get an A++ on each one of these steps, and that's it. So you don't lazily do this stuff, but you got to do it great. Each step needs to be done great, done well. So think about it like that. There's not 1,000 different things that you need to master. And it's not going to work if you're 10% good at 1,000 different things either. You need to be 90% good at just a few things. And if you can get 90% good at a few things, then you can make a lot of money. Even if those few things you yourself particularly are not doing, but you're paying someone else to do or partnering with someone else to do, that's fine. But there's a few things that have to be done. They have to be done in order for you to make this kind of money. And this sounds so simple and sounds so subtle, but it's where most people miss the mark. It's where most people don't make any money. And that's why they've been in the business for 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 years, and they still haven't made any money online. Certainly not making any consistent income online. Well, it's not because of, a lot of times it's not because of the techniques or strategies. It's because they haven't done these few things really well. So it doesn't matter how many books you buy on how to lose weight if you want to lose weight. It doesn't matter how many gym memberships you get. It doesn't matter how many workshops and seminars you go to. It doesn't even matter how many miles you run today. None of that matters if you want to lose weight. What matters is that you do a few things consistently well, okay? You don't have to do 1,000 different things. There's not some worthy test also that you have to pass in order to earn money. There's no test you have to pass to be worthy of earning this kind of money because it's just math. Math is money. Money is math. Math is money. Traffic and conversions. Money doesn't care who you are, all right? There's no test you have to take to pass in order to be worthy of making money. People think they have to pay the price. I got to do this and I got to do that, and then I got to do this for 4 or 5 years, and then finally I'll be worthy to sell my own products, or finally I'll be worthy of making money online, or finally I'll be worthy of recruiting affiliates to promote for me, or finally I'll be able to pay for No. The way you make money is by math. Math is money, and as long as you follow the math, you'll make money, okay? So I want you to really, really watch this video. There's a lot of videos in this program, There's a lot of information here, but I really, really want you to watch this video carefully, okay? Watch this one. I know people like to skim through things, but I want you to really watch this video. So why will people give you money? I want you to, think about that. Why will people give you money? Because that's how you're going to make money, is people are going to give you money, right? Or they're going to give someone else money through your link, as an affiliate and make money. But why do people give money? Why would they give you enough money to equal $4,000 per month for you? So if you're going to sell your own products and services, why is it that people will give you enough money? What's going to compel them to give you enough money to equal $4,000 per month? What is it that you're going to provide them, these customers, or market to these customers, so they will pull out their credit cards and give you their money, their hard-earned money? Why? Why is it that they're going to do this? These people, these customers, these people who are going to give you money, they're like starved dogs. They're rabid, they're foaming at the mouth, they're crazed, they're insane. They want this stuff that you're selling them and providing them badly, okay? They're rabid, they're obsessed. They want it. They think about it all the time. They buy it over and over and over again from lots of different people. And they're willing to spend money they don't even have, okay? Or that they can't even afford to get this stuff. It's like an addiction. They want it, and you are selling it to them. So what I'm talking about here are desires. Customers have desires. The people in your chosen niche market have desires, unless you choose the wrong niche market, which we'll talk about later. But you want to pick a market where people have rabid, obsessed, crazed, foaming at the mouth desires to get their hands on this desire that they have, this information, this addiction, this hit of hope that they have. I've known people that have been into weight loss for 20 years. They've bought all kinds of pills and lotions and potions. They've joined all kinds of gyms. They have all kinds of magazine subscriptions. They have all kinds of different workout clothing that they have to wear. They have all kinds of different accessories. They have all kinds of different workouts and DVDs. And they take all kinds of pills and different things and see doctors and you name it. Even travel across the world to some workout workshop to lose weight. These people are obsessed, okay? And they're out there buying this stuff. They have wants, desires, and needs. They need and want things very badly. And there are a ton of options for them to satisfy that need, okay? There's a ton of competition out there. There's a ton of BS garbage and ripoffs out there also trying to get their money too. But they have desires. They have wants and needs. And they want this stuff that you have. They want the information. They want the solutions. They want the answers. They want the hit of hope. They want that good feeling. They want that instant gratification. They have a desire, an addiction, and it needs to be met. And you need to provide it to them in order to make a lot of money. For example, people are not casually, just kind of sort of maybe barely into internet marketing. The people that are into internet marketing are rabid about internet marketing. Okay? People are not going to kind of go out there and just kind of decide one day to jog 25 miles, and then after they're done jogging 25 miles, jump on a bicycle and ride for 25 miles more. And then when they're done riding for 25 miles on that bike, throw it on the ground and dive into a lake and swim for 25 miles. People don't casually do that. They're rabid about decathlons and marathons and Ironman competitions, and they're rabid about fitness and six-pack abs and, buns of steel and ripped biceps and all of that stuff. They're really, really into it. Same with internet marketing. People that are into golf, they're not just kind of into golf, they're really into golf. Now, those are the people that are going to pay you money. The people that are just kind of sort of into it, like I have golf clubs in my garage. I haven't used them in like a year. I'm not into golf, okay? That doesn't count. I don't go out buying a bunch of stuff, but I still buy some stuff here and there that has to do with golf. In fact, right now, I'm wearing a Nike visor that's a golf visor that I got from a golf shop. So I buy stuff in golf, but your target market are the rabid, obsessed people. This is how you will make your money for a long time to come. Okay, not no scheme or loophole or magic button that's only going to last for 3 more days until it gets banned. I'm talking about real business. That's how almost everyone I know makes their money. If you're in the internet marketing market, which you are because you're watching this video and going through this course, if you're into this market, you know, there's tons of people out there selling you how to make money online. There's lots of competition on lots of other video courses and programs that you could go buy and go through to learn how to make money online, right? There's lots of products out there teaching you this stuff. What you want to do is be one of the people teaching this stuff. You want to be the other guy on the other side of the table, or the other gal on the other side of the table, the merchant, the one providing information, not the one that's only buying information, buying, learning, and never taking action. It'd be better if you're on the other side of the table and you're the one that's actually selling information, which we'll get into in this course. Okay? There are tons of other businesses fighting for your money, for your customers, for your information too. These people have lots and lots of choices out there. It's the internet. If you're in the right kind of market, there are tons of choices. There's lots of competition, and that's good. But the real tough thing to get past is this. The really, real tough thing to get past is customers do not believe you at all. Yes, there's lots of competition out there. There's lots of choices. These people are rabid to get their hands on this information. They're willing to spend tons and tons of money to get this information, but they don't believe you. They don't believe you yet. Okay? And that's why the competition will be the ones getting the money and not you. This is the major breakthrough I want you to get on this video. Customers do not believe you. That's why it's so freaking hard to make money online at this point. Until you get them to believe you, making money is hard. So how do you get them to believe you? Because first of all, they think you're a liar. No offense, they do. It's just the way the market is. They think your sales page with your fancy graphics and your fancy headline and your cool sales video and all that, they think it's just hocus pocus. Unless it's done right, okay? So they'll look at you and be like, yeah, right, those screenshots you have, they're fake. Yeah, you think I'm going to make $4,000 a month? Yeah, right, you're lying. I've seen this before. You're full of it. It's not going to work for me. They think all these kinds of thoughts, right? They think you're ripping them off. They're tired of spending their money, and they're really, really tired, of wanting what it is that you claim to have. The technique and strategies for them to make money, or the technique and strategies for them to lose weight, or the techniques and strategies for them to get more dates, or the techniques and strategies for them to have six-pack abs, or the techniques and strategies for them to be a better golf player, or the techniques and strategies to cure their disease. Whatever it is, they really, really, really want what you claim to have, and they really, really want to give you a bunch of money. They just need to believe you. They're so jaded. They're beat up. They're knocked out. They're tired, frustrated, sick, broke, desperate, depressed, anxious, mad, hurt. They're in a fight because of it right now with their significant other. And they hate having to spend yet another dollar on this desire that they have. But they really, really still want it badly. They still have the addiction. They still have the dream. They still want to lose weight. They still want to get a lover. They still want to, have six-pack abs. They still want to make money. They still want to quit their jobs. They still want to be rich. They still want to have security and peace of mind. They still want to have freedom and live a good life. They still want their kids to have a proper education. They still want to cure this disease. You see what I'm saying? They still want it. They want it badly. It's up to you to convince them that you're telling the truth and that you have what they're really looking for, and they'll gladly pay you. And as soon as they pay you and realize that you have the goods, that you're providing really good information, that you're answering their problems, they'll give you all of their money. They'll keep giving you more and more money to buy more and more of your stuff, and that's what will make you wealthy. So you want to make $4,000 per month or more than that? If you want to make $2,000 to $4,000 a month or even more than that, then of passive lazy income, then here's what you must do. Get them to believe you. Get them to believe you. If they believe you, it'll make you money. If they don't believe you, you'll fail like all the 97% of the rest of the people who don't make money online. And I know this is easier said than done. You'd think you could just tell them, hey, I've done this and I've done that. Just believe me, right? No, it doesn't work like that. Wrong. They don't want to hear it from you. They want to hear it from others, right? Belief. Here's how to get them to believe you. How to get them to believe you more. You're never going to get 100% of them to believe you. I mean, even a squeeze page that you give away something for free, you're lucky to get a 35% opt-in rate, right? So 35% of the people that come to your squeeze page where you're giving away this great product for free are going to opt in. What about the rest of the percentage of people, the 40% or whatever, that aren't opting in? Well, why not? Well, they don't believe you. Okay, they don't want it. So 100% is pretty hard to pull off. So when I say get them to believe you more, at a higher clip, which makes all the difference. 1 or 2 percentage points can make you wealthy compared to being a complete failure with your project or your venture. So the way to do it is through proof factors, like social proof. Social proof is where you see lots of people socially all saying how great your product or service or offer is. So think about Amazon. If you've ever gone to Amazon to buy a book and you look at the reviews and you see all these people saying how great it is, that's what you want for your products and services and offers. You want the social people out there to be the ones tooting your horn and singing your praises about how great your product and service is. Do that and you'll have high conversions. Branding and reputation, it also includes testimonials too. But people will go search you online. They'll go Google you right now. They'll go to Google and type in your name. They'll go to Google and type in your product. They'll do a little bit of research before they spend some money, especially for stuff that's higher ticket. Next is through branding and reputation. I mean, if they do go out there and Google you, what are they going to find? Are they going to find some videos where some other people are talking really good stuff about you, and some Facebook and some forum posts? And are they going to see your blog that has a nice fancy picture of you and, reputation and as seen on television or as seen on Wall Street Journal? All kinds of things like that is branding, reputation, publicity, and positioning. All of that can severely increase the belief they have in you. I mean, if Oprah endorsed me, Oprah endorses Eric Louvier, and I have that on my website, then people are gonna be like, "Wow, Oprah likes Eric, and here's Eric on the Oprah show." That's secondhand branding. That's the law of association too, which I'll talk about in a minute. Endorsements, like if she endorsed me, that could really increase social proof. Now, with the law of association, if there's pictures of me with Oprah and pictures of me with Richard Branson and pictures of me with Mark Cuban and Bill Gates, and there's another picture of me with a bunch of successful people, Tony Robbins and all that. Then people are going to put me and associate me with them. If Tony Robbins interviewed me, that would increase my credibility. If Oprah interviewed me, that increased my credibility. If I'm on Fox News or CNN, that increases my credibility. But the law of association, who do I associate with? And when the public or the market sees me associating with people, they believe me. Okay, or they'll believe you if you do the same thing. This is all generated belief factors. This is why people are able to make a lot of money compared to people that usually are banging their head against the wall trying to figure out why their stuff isn't selling. It's not that the product or service or even the sales copy is bad. It's that they don't believe you. They don't know who you are. They've never heard of you. You're not a branded position name. You don't have any kind of proof factors going on at all. There's no noise about you out there in the marketplace. I mean, you got to generate that stuff yourself. And by doing that, all your stuff will convert. All of your stuff will make you money. You'll get people that go and search your name and buy all of your stuff. Okay? That's what you want to do. That's the difference between those that make a lot of money and those who don't. We're talking about your own products, your own high-ticket products. All of this increases the belief factor. If you have a $2,500 consulting offer, then people are going to believe all the rest of your products. If you have a $50,000 consulting offer, then people are going to look at all your other products, even that little $7 product of yours, and say, wow, that must be good because he has a $50,000 offer, or she has a consulting company, or she does a seminar that costs $2,500 a ticket. Okay, so also doing audios and videos. I mean, just having the courage to put yourself on audio or video and put that out there on the internet. I mean, most people are scared to death to do that. So what do they think when they see someone on video? That person must be an expert. That person must be special because I'm too shy to go on video. I'm too scared to do anything like that. I mean, I have this southern accent from Texas. People kind of make fun of the way I talk. I'm not going to do any videos. Well, the people that do the audios and videos are going to have a higher belief factor because they're putting themselves out there. You know, you see a lot of people who don't even use their real names. They're like scared of something. Well, that's a big red flag to consumers. They're like, well, I don't know who I'm buying from. You don't even have your name on the squeeze page. Why would I buy from you? This is a ripoff, you know? So you want to brand yourself and throw yourself out there, even if it is a pen name. So what? By putting yourself out there in video and audio, that could certainly increase your belief factors. Again, speaking, positioning yourself, speaking at seminars, having your own seminars, having your own workshops, consulting, having a consulting offer, third-party mentions when other people talk about you and their products and services and sales materials. Facebook friends, I mean, if you've got a lot of Facebook friends, you got some cool graphics, a cool logo, screenshots, of course, before and after pictures and all that, depending on what niche you're in. And then authority. I mean, what kind of authority are you? Are you speaking with authority? Are you writing with authority? Are you giving advice from a position of authority? Are you placing yourself up there on that pedestal? Because that's what you have to do. Now, I know, some people are going to frown about what I just said. They're going to be like, are you talking about self-promotion? Are you talking about, pitching, tooting your own horn and all that? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Tooting your own horn. That, in fact, is the number one law of publicity. So if you're a publicity expert, you would already know what I'm talking about because you would know that's Law 101 in publicity class. They teach you must toot, toot, toot your own horn. You heard it here. So authority, think of a doctor. If a doctor's like, I've been a doctor for 35 years and I'm telling you need to take this blood pressure medicine. Authority comes across and people just believe it. Do you believe doctors and attorneys when they tell you what you need to do? Of course. Celebrity. Ooh, celebrity. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Well, guess what? Celebrities, there's reasons why they get paid millions and millions of dollars to endorse Buick and, Rolex and Coca-Cola, and Pepsi, and Doritos, and Tostitos, and all these different products and services. Why? Because people believe celebrities. They believe them. I mean, even celebrities get into politics. I mean, why anyone would listen to a freaking celebrity about politics? But they get into politics too, right? Actors and musicians and stuff like that. So celebrities come with a very, very powerful belief factor that will increase your sales and help you make a whole bunch of money. So if you've got a best-selling book, if you're on radio, on television, and all that, and you generate a bit of fanfare, celebrity about yourself, that can really, really increase the believability factor and make you a ton of money. Having reviews out there online, websites that are dedicated to you, blogs, posts, videos all over YouTube, integration where your products are integrated with other people's products, and you just kind of spread yourself out through the marketplace. That's how you make a bunch of money. I don't care if you're in the weight loss market, the make money market, the real estate investing market, the Forex trading market, doesn't matter. The more you get yourself out there, the more you do these things that you see on the screen right now, the easier it is going to be to make money, and you won't be like most of the people that I call the 97%ers out there who are just banging their heads against the wall until it gets bloody, trying to figure out how to even make a sale. It's all connected, my friend. You got to do all this stuff, connect all the dots, and making money becomes easy because they believe you. If you think about it, what does most people do? And you've probably done this too. I did when I first started, is you just kind of toss things up online, right? You just kind of create a squeeze page in like 5 minutes and you just buy, some product or something, or create a product in like 2 minutes and toss it up online and try to drive a little bit of traffic, and you're trying to get it all done because this television show's coming on at 9 p.m. You don't want to miss it. You get it online in a rush and you're kind of done. It's all half-assed, right? Well, that's what most people do. That's what the 97% do, and that's why the 97% fail miserably time and time again, over and over and over. They fail because of that. You want to really get into the guts of it and really focus on what it is that you're doing, and you'll be able to make a lot of money by generating belief factors, okay? Now, a few more, after you've done some of these things, a few more people are going to believe you, and you're going to be able to convert a little bit higher than you were before. So you go from not being able to get a sale to save your freaking life to generating around $4,000 per month easily, okay? Stop video right now, lock thread, game over. No need to even move forward, right? This is the answer you've been looking for. I mean, we still got a bunch of videos to go, and right now, hopefully, if you caught what I've been talking about, you see the major difference between the people that are making money and the people who are not making money. The people who are not making money are not generating proof factors. Period. They're throwing a squeeze page up online that has no testimonials. They have a squeeze page up online that doesn't even have a picture of their name on the squeeze page. It's just some random squeeze page that they expect people to opt into. Their sales letter is written by a fifth grader or some foreign person that English is like their fifth language. The sales letter doesn't even make sense. The graphics are from 1995. The buy now button is like $197, and no one's going to spend $197 with you if they don't believe you, if they've never bought any of your stuff before, if they don't even know who you are because your name's not on the sales page, if you're not on audio and video, if your name is on the sales page but it's nowhere to be found on Google, there's not enough social proof factors, there's not even a guarantee, it's just half-assed. That's why those people don't make any money. So you want to switch that. This entire program is going to do that for you and change your life. But what I've covered so far for a lot of people is the missing link to making money. Focus, 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 focus on creating proof factors with everything you do. Now, for me in the internet marketing market, I've already paid the price. Not that you need to pay a price, but I've already generated a lot of the reputation and the social proof and the proof factors, the reputation, the authority, even a little bit, tiny little bit of celebrity type stuff. All of that stuff makes it to where I don't even need to have testimonials and a bunch of stuff on any of my sales things. It just sells because people come to my rescue and say, yes, he helped me make a bunch of money. Yes, he's the real deal. Yes, this is good stuff. They do that for me, and that helps conversions, right? Or I get a bunch of testimonials of proof factors and screenshots and all that and put it on my sales page, and people will still Google me. And anyway, what happens is it increases conversions. It's all connected. It's all connected. Do all of this in this video course, in this program, and your life will change. But what I've covered so far is enough for a lot of people to make a bunch of money. So imagine what you still have to learn. So not so fast. It's not even close to being over, of course. This is the first video. But there's a lot much more that you need in order to make a ton of money. And a lot of things I'm going to share with you that's going to make it a lot easier for you to make money. So you're not walking around stumping your toe on stuff and banging your head against walls until it's bloody, right? You're not stabbing your eye with a rusty fork trying to figure things out. So I'm going to make life a lot easier for you in this program. So sit back, relax, and go through these videos, okay? Especially this first video. If you didn't catch what I was talking about earlier, rewind the video and watch it again, because this is necessary for you to get, grasp, and fully understand. If you look at any other products in your market that are selling well, I guarantee you they have great proof factors. I guarantee you the person that's selling the product, whose name is on that sales letter or sales video, is someone in the marketplace. If not, they have really great proof factors, really great social proof out there, really good endorsements, really good reviews, and all of that's creating high conversion rates, and they're making money easily, where everyone else in the market's banging their head against the wall because they're just trying to force offers down people's throats, and they don't believe you at all. So get them to believe you, and you'll make a ton of money. Okay, now you also need to produce value. You can't just do all these proof factors and generate all this social buzz and all this kind of stuff about your stuff and you, and then stick it to people by not providing them with good value. You want to provide 10 times more value than what the price tag is asking. And if you do that, people will sing your praises. They'll be raving fans of yours, and they'll generate social proof. You'll never have to worry about making money ever again. Okay? Over-deliver. Provide huge value. So listen, you want the truth? I mean, do you really want it? Do you really want the truth? You know, some people would rather just continue to live in some crazy pipe dream, BS, cloud, you know, with their heads in the clouds, the pie in the sky, just kind of unaware that the real world even exists, you know, that's going on here. But do you want the truth? Hopefully you do, because you're here right now. Then if you do, I'm going to give it to you. If you do, then listen, because I'm not going to just sit back and kind of hold back and beat around the bush on these videos. I'm going to hit you right between the eyes, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to know to make a bunch of money. And I know you want to quickly scan through these videos. It's human nature for all of us in this market. We're all the same way. Like right now, you're like, oh, how long is this video going to last, right? Get to the point. Show me like this quick little tip or this quick little trick, and I just want to consume it in like 2 minutes and move on to the next quick hit of hope, right? Don't be that way. Focus on this if you really are serious about making money, because I'm going to tell it like it is. So if you watch each video closely and study the steps revealed and ponder the insights, you'll make $4,000, even much more than that, very easily. Okay? Value. Most marketers just toss stuff up online, just kind of throw it up there and hope for the best. So they're getting D's. They're getting D minuses or D pluses or C's or D's or even F's, failing grades on each one of these steps. They get an F for their squeeze page. They get an F for their one-time offer. They get an F for their autoresponder emails. They get an F for the traffic. They get an F for the keywords that they're targeting. F for the ads for that. F for solo ads. F for JV affiliates. F on everything. And then they wonder why they're not making any money. They do it half-assed and they barely even try. In fact, the truth is, most people are more concerned with buying and learning stuff than they are doing stuff and taking action. Don't be that. Be part of the 3%, not the 97%. So those people, they think money, yet they never think value. They're chasing money. That's why they're throwing the squeeze page up online really quickly. That's why they're throwing the sales page up online really quickly. That's why they're kind of half-assing everything, is they're thinking money, 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 money. They never stop and think value. If you just focus on value, you'll blow people away and they'll give you their money very easily and very quickly. So if you just toss stuff up online and try to make money, you're going to get squashed, you're going to get hammered, you're going to lose, all right? It's like getting a job and showing up in your pajamas at work and drinking beer all day long in your cubicle. That job's not going to last very long, right? Because you're kind of half-assing and don't really care. So if you do that online in business, you're not going to make any money. You're going to get squashed, okay? So you want to provide really good value. The half-assed stuff does not equal money for one simple reason: conversions. Conversions. What we're talking about here is belief factors. Remember I said they don't believe you? Remember I said they don't trust you? And you have to generate all this trust, this proof factors, all this social proof and law of association and endorsements and positioning and all of that stuff? Well, the reason is because of conversions. Traffic plus conversions equals money, period. So if you were getting 20,000 unique visitors per month, and you multiply that times 35% for your opt-in rate on your squeeze page, that's 7,000 new, fresh leads on your subscriber list. So if you did this monthly, that'd be 7,000 new, shiny, happy people on your subscriber list each and every month. That right there, if you're not making six figures doing this, then I would just, cut off my left pinky toe. Because this is the way you do it. It's just math. And I'm going to show you and prove to you that the math, you can set this up to where the math is almost guaranteeing you profits on a daily basis. So if you want to guarantee yourself success, man, sit down, pull out your paper and pen, watch these videos about 5 times, really get into the guts of this, really study this, get an A+ on going through these videos, and you'll make this money, okay? So if you were to get 20,000 clicks a month and you were to convert on your squeeze page or opt-in page, where they enter their name and email and hit enter, if you were to get 35% conversions on that, you'd get around 7,000 new, fresh, shiny, happy people on your subscriber list every day, right? Well, if you were to convert 10% of them into sales, that'd be 700 sales. Now, you may be thinking 10% is high. No, it's not high. It's not high when I show you how to do it right. You could get 10%. I expect you to get 10%. I expect my stuff at minimum to be 10%. That would be 700 sales minimum on the front end, okay? 700 sales times $9. Let's say you were selling something cheap on the front end because these people have never heard of you. They don't know who you are. They don't trust you, remember? $9 is an impulse buy. So they land on your they enter their name and email on your squeeze page. We're going to go through all this step by step, so don't worry. You don't need to understand everything I'm saying right now. They enter their name and email on your squeeze page to get the free offer that you're giving away. I'm giving away this free report. Just enter your name and email, and I'll send it to you right away. They enter their name and email, hit submit. The next thing they see is a one-time offer. that says, thank you so much for opting in. Your free report's going to be sent to you in the next 15 minutes. But while you're here, I have a very special one-time offer for you. This is the only time you'll ever see. This is a great offer. You get all this. You get yada, yada, all that, blah, blah, for $9. Comes with a 365-day money-back guarantee. You have nothing to lose. Test it out. It's normally $97. You can get it for $9. Great, 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 blah, 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 blah. So they buy for $9. 700 sales would be $6,300 per month. Okay? Now, we're going to kind of use this math frequently and throughout these videos. So 20,000 unique visitors could equal about $6,300 per month. That's pretty good. So conversions equals math equals money equals $4,000 to $10,000 per month if you just follow the numbers here. So I want to tell you how important conversions are. If you could get 35% opt-in rate on your squeeze page, then you're going to make good money. If you could get 10% opt-in rate on your conversions on your front end offer, then you're going to make good money. Okay, so it's all about math. Money is math. Math is money. Money is math, and it's all about conversions. If you stick to your squeeze page, you stick to your one-time offer, and you stick to the sales funnel and stay a while. You know, don't be jumping around from one thing to the next. Just stay a while. Just like I'm telling you to watch these videos, well, stay a while on your sales funnel here. Stick around. See it all the way through to the end. And if you do that, you can get the 35% opt-in rate. I've had newbie consulting clients of mine who, out of the gates, pretty quickly got to 35% conversions, even 40% conversions on their squeeze page with paid traffic. So you can do the same thing if you just stick to it. Most people don't stick to it. They bounce around from one thing to the next. After the quick hit of hope, bounce, 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 bounce. Don't do that. Stick to it, okay? So if you want $4K per month, $4,000 a month, then nail the math. Just get an A+ on all the steps. 20,000 visitors, 35% squeeze page opt-in conversions, 10% front end on the one-time offer conversions, and I'll show you how to do all this per month. It's math. Conversions are the key. Money is math. Math is money. 97% of people out there make no money, right? They've been in this market trying to make this thing work, and they can't make it work. Only like 3 to 5% make it work. 97% make no money. 97% cannot get any traffic. 97% ignore conversions. They don't even try. They just half-ass that. Good conversions equals easy traffic. Good conversions equals easy traffic, and that equals easy money. But 97% of the people in this business, they don't focus on conversions, hence they don't make any money, hence they don't get any traffic. If you can convert, then it's easy to go get traffic. If you can't convert, traffic doesn't work, you don't make any money, and you're banging your head up against the wall getting all bloody. Get good at conversions and money becomes easy. And like I said, with conversions, it's all about belief. If they don't believe you, they're not going to buy from you. So if you generate belief, you're going to get high conversions, which is going to make it easy to get traffic, which is going to make it easy to make money. It's all connected. So you want to stay a while. So remember, they don't believe you. They don't believe you. Therefore, your conversions are everything. If they don't believe you, your conversions, your copywriting, your sales video, how compelling is it? Your squeeze page, how good is it? Your autoresponder emails, how good are they? Are you getting an A+ on everything? If you are, then you're going to make money because they're going to believe you. So to get them to believe you is paramount to your conversions. This is all connected. Connect the dots here. This one video alone can change your life. Branding, social proof, testimonials, screenshots, reviews, providing value, over-delivering, giving them much more value than what the price tag is asking, giving them really good stuff, free and for sale. You have good sales copy, good graphics. Everything is good. A++ across the board. You're going to make a ton of money. Stop half-assing things. Don't do that. Get A+ on every step, and you're going to make a lot of money. That's the difference. Nailing these, nailing the math, done. Now more people believe you. Traffic is easy, and money is easy. So in the next video, we're going to start covering the steps. See you there.